Hello folks, this is Bayreen here, and this is 5 minutes in Hunter Pets. Today I'm going to talk about the 3 different types of Hunter Pets and their roles in World of Warcraft today. The first one we have here is a Ferocity Pet. Ferocity Pets are known for being good for DPSing in dungeons and raids. Most of the talents that you'll get for them will be based on raising their DPS. For example, Rabid, which increases the attack power every time it's used. It stacks up to 5 times. You have Call of the Wild, which increases melee and rage power. You have Bloodthirst, which allows them their attacks to heal them, which is important during fights, especially if you have fights like Hagara, where everyone, including pets, are getting damaged. They have Charge. These are the pets that you're going to be using in a raid or in a dungeon, something PvE like, because it gives the most damage output. Next, we are going to talk about tenacity pets. Tenacity pets will actually vary a little bit depending on what type of pet you get because they'll have different abilities. Right here, you see I have a turtle. So the turtle is going to have intervene, which is going to be, it's going to look different than none of the others if you say you get a bear or something. And you're going to have to look at the different tenacity pets to decide which one you want. But a tenacity pet is basically a tank. It's good for if you need to do pinch taking in a raid or a dungeon. It's also good for leveling because it will keep all the aggro. You just have to be careful if you do take a talent like this, Thunderstomp, which is an AoE talent, because it will aggro everything, even those who are not in combat. So these can be a little bit trickier to play if you're leveling, but I'd definitely recommend getting one of these because all their points go into survival talents, making sure that the mobs stay off you. Last but not least, we have the cunning pets. Now these are considered the PvP pets, mainly because they have their solo survivability and a lot of snares and traps. They usually come with something like web or stun or you get the point I'm saying though. They're meant to keep someone in place. They're meant to kite. They're meant to distract. They're meant to stop. They're not meant to do as much damage as the Frosty Pets. They can be used in raids and dungeons, but Frosty Pets will have that slight advantage over them. Um, so you see you got stuff for attack speed, and then you get something for damage. Uh, then you start getting, most of them are going to be single on their own. So this one, when they get to 35% health, they do more damage and they have a less chance to be critically hit. They also have, let's see, Wolverine Bite, which cannot be dodged or parried. Like I said, very good for PvP when you'll have people stacking dodge, parry, resilience, stuff that will prevent damage. And yeah, these are just going to be your snares, your stuns, and are definitely the prime for battlegrounds and arenas. Okay, before I finish this video, I'm going to talk about uh, Spirit Beasts, which I don't have one on my bar, so I'll talk about Spirit Beasts anyways because they are pretty nifty, and I'll actually run to get one while we're doing it. And we're also going to talk about AoE pets. I'll start with AoE pets since I already have one on me. And there are two AoE pets. Both of them can only be tamed if you are a Beastmaster, which is good because Beastmasters don't have as good of an AoE as Marksman or Survival. Now, the two types are the Worm and the Chimera. The Chimera, I personally prefer over the Worm because it is channeled and it won't deal as much damage, but it doesn't have a cooldown on it. So you will not actually you can keep doing your AoE attack over and over and over again versus the Worm, which is channeled and does more damage but has a cooldown on it, so it can't be used all the time. That's the only problem with worms. That's why I prefer chimeras. And remember, you have to be a Beastmaster to tame either of those pets. So if you're not, don't worry about it anyways. Okay. Now we're going to talk about Spirit Beasts. Spirit Beasts are a unique type of pet, can only be obtained by Beastmasters, and they're unique because they have a heal, which is very odd among pets, obviously, because when was the last time you've seen a pet with a heal? You don't see those. So here we go. We're going to talk to the stable master. I would like to stable my pet. Let's go with this one. So I'm going to pull mine up right now. So the first thing you notice is they have a prowl. All of them will have this no matter what size they are, whether they're a wolf, whether they're a cat, whether they're a bear, crab, whatever. Then they get something called Spirit Mend. Spirit Mend is the heal, and it's a pretty good heal, and it makes it good because it activates on its own. You don't need to press any buttons. You don't need to target anything. The pet does that for you. And then you'll get something like Roar of Courage, which, depending on what you then have, you'll get an ability. For example, if you have Ghost Crawler, which is the Ghost Crab, you will get Crab Hammer, which is a stun. Not crab. Banhammer is what I meant to say. For this, since I have a cat, it's Roar of Courage, which is basically the Horn of Winter, or the Horn of Winter for hunters. So that is all I have to say. If you like this video, please like. If you want to see more videos in the future or some of my past videos, please subscribe. Doing either of those helps my channel a lot, and I will see you all later.